Right, guys, just get myself organised. Alright. Cheers there. How's it going, brother? Well, I've made it on time anyway. Hey, what's up, Helen? As you can see, the weather's absolutely miserable, but we out. They haven't really had much time to set anything up. Hey, Steve! I'm just trying to faff on with this phone while I'm on here.
Slow down.
Sorry, man.
Who streets? Andy, slow down. Who streets?
Scarborough here. Scum, absolute scum, the lot here. Be ashamed of yourself. Shame on you. Pathetic scum. Racist bastards you are. Scum! Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. Good afternoon all. Give it shared out as much as you can. Idiots over there, absolute idiots. Corky.
I told you I'm going to bring it out.
Right, I'm just going to have to wiggle my camera about there to see if I can get the zoom working. Hold on, I'll just wiggle.
Yeah, he's doesn't mind, mate. He doesn't mind. And then it's me that's getting done.
No, it's gone left and right, but not up and down. I can't believe me up and down's not working again. No, it's not. Zammy Adams, no, it's not. This is concerned citizens worried about the country and the children. Aye, good, good. Knee probes, Sammy. You can see exactly what it is. Stop this invasion in our country. 15,000 are in this year. 15,000 illegals being homed, not arrested and deported, they're being homed. You know, most of these refugees are welcome. These are not refugees. This is an army. That's what I'm saying. Refugees are welcome. This is a fucking invasion. This. Oh, champion, that's working fab. That's it. So you've got those lot down there screaming and shouting like idiots. All paid for by the government. That's what it is. I mean, you know, people are getting evicted out the homes. Evicted out the homes for illegal migrants. Afternoon, Mandy, how's it going? Aye, Francis, I'm on about this year alone. I mean, if you're on about the total amount, that's nowhere near the total amount, that.
You're getting many views, my man.
Aye, I give you enough, aye.
You must be passionate about what you do.
Just passionate about our country and the future of it, aye.
Yeah.
Just to see what's going on when we're seeing people getting evicted from the homes.
Yeah.
And illegals are getting put in place. It's like, it's not right. Like, we've got homeless people, homeless veterans, but yet we can accommodate others. We have to look after our own first, I'd have thought.
My simple challenge will be, are you punching down or are you punching up?
As in?
So by choosing a group that are weak, powerless, in their own right way, that's punching down. There's powerful cunts that you can punch
it's
up
the government.
to.
Oh no, it's all down to the government. It's all down to the government what's all involved here.
With this, where's that message? It gets lost in the hatred. That hate and that fire, that fury,
it's not hatred.
that's upwards, not down.
Well, this is what we need to see. If we can get more of the public to see what's going on,
about
then they
messaging,
can
though.
turn round and we know who it's pointed at.
Yeah.
We know this is about the government. We know this is all planned.
Yeah. 'Cause I know
Something needs
you're
stopping.
a brother from another mother. You know, that's it.
We're all
Regardless
the
of what
same.
your
We're all the same.
ideas have brought you to here, we are both, and that's the punching up. One day, the day might come. That we'll be stood by side by side,
And this is where we
and
need to
there'll be
take
that
it to.
reckoning.
We need the people to take it to the government, the ones who are
But it's those
controlling all this.
cunts who have caused those people to have to move.
We know this.
They also live in a bubble that you and I can never get to.
Exactly.
And without, and
While
this
we
is what
living in
pisses me
poverty.
as much about the hate side that comes across, and forgive me for that, is it's division, because we should be together in all this.
We all
marching same
We all
direction.
should be together over the whole
Pitchforks and
situation.
torches
I totally agree. We all need to come together on this, and that's what I try to do.
Absolutely.
I try to get everyone to come
I'm talking
together
to you because you're clearly the one who's quite sensible. People might not
small groups are not going to get anywhere arguing and fighting amongst themselves.
No.
I mean, we've got the police standing around us like,
Yeah, this is their job though, and the beauty
It is.
I will speak.
Breach of the peace.
I will speak for though is in this country though there's that still notion of the police are drawn from the people and are amongst them as much as they can be.
I'd like to think they
I'd
are,
like
but
to
I
think.
don't
Oh
think
no,
they are
yeah, I know.
these
We've
days,
got to be
though.
careful what we say. Because we could easily fall into the criticisms of, because at the end of the day, our lives might not be as worth, say, as much as A Ritz hotel or
we can see the bigger picture. What's going on here? This is an army that's coming over. It's clearly an army. I mean, we can see what's going on down in Dover day after day. There's people reporting down there, and these fighting age men that are coming over. There's no women and kids with them.
So-
These are all men getting put up into hotels.
I'm going to spin this out there and see how it lands with you, though. So with these places they're coming from, they're war-torn countries.
They're not really, are
In
they?
lots of different ways. They have civil war, they have our wars, and lots of things. That's the majority
Wars that have
of
been
that.
put on the map by the government again.
And so with this, when they're coming from those places, one of the ways to spin it is they're also an intelligence asset. So take the Afghanistan when we left.
Yeah.
One of the things there that I hope they made most of is as they helped people leave, they made
destroyed
sure
their
that
country.
they made sure that
Now
we
they're
secured.
coming over here in the tens of thousands.
Yeah.
They're not going to want revenge, are they not?
No.
Ah,
But that's the thing I'm trying to highlight here is you can take a sensible line. A way I'd meet you in the middle, if you will, is to say, of course, vetting people and going, shit, you're on file as having pretty much all these dodgy links, so I don't think I can be comfortable giving you a space to stay.
I mean,
However, if you're like, actually, you've worked in the Afghan army, you supported our troops there all that time, and you are not only welcome, but we need you to be continuing to be on our side, and that's the problem here, where what's gone on there, and forgive me again, what's going on here, if this is the face we welcome those kind of people with. Do you see how I'm saying that person who's got all that military experience might get a bit jaded, that we've shat on them twice, and now they're thinking, actually, I'll put that experience to good use and go booling.
I mean, we know there's a lot of these housing hotels up and down the country.
Oh, they're making a mint, man.
I mean, there's a lot of these migrants that are in there are out committing crimes. We know this, we've seen it, we've had reports of this. It's happening all over.
What I'd love to see there, and I'm not denying you that possibility at all. That is very likely true. But what it'd have to be is a greater proportion of that than anybody might mean. You know,
the day's going to come, though. I can see
British
the day
folk
coming.
commit crime as much as anybody.
No, we all
saying I've never been
we're all
a
guilty of
pure driven snow kind of boy myself, so
I know this, but we wouldn't go to their country and step out of order.
Those that I've met,
But what about the ones that
are
are in
always
the army barracks? Though? What about the ones that are getting trained as UN soldiers on our soil? All this is going to kick off one day. Very soon.
There are some serious reckonings, because things in terms of people needing to move from the home countries, which are like, say, floodplains that are going to get swept with rising sea tides or wildfires. Shit's going to get burned, and they're not going to be able to feed themselves.
Poverty around the world is out of control. There's billions and billions of people in poverty around the world.
Yeah.
And it all comes round again to the same ones at the top.
Yeah, I know.
We're looking at the Rothschilds, we're looking at the cabal, and it all just flows down from there. And that's why we've got all of this going on. It's all done by design.
Yeah, there feels to be definitely that. We've got to be careful to spread the blame around. You know, not just a few set families that you cherry pick. There's plenty enough in this government who don't quite fit that description.
I mean, the ones that are in government,
Yeah.
all of these are just control. They just get told what to do. They're just puppets. And they're getting told what to do, and that's all it is.
The hedge fund fucks who try to pull as many strings as they can.
But this,
You have absolutely.
Night of the long nights. You remember that? Just go on.
Please educate.
Well,
I do.
the brown shirts and all that.
right, it's been nice speaking to you.
Likewise.
Take care, brother.
Think on what we saw.
Oh, I know
You're right to go around for us, mate. You're gonna
Round.
into the pen if you're with these
No, I'm
guys.
not going to the pen. I'm just recording it.
I know, and that's fine. You're welcome to. It's just I wanted to put an officers here, so I didn't want you to get caught on the wrong side of it. If you
Oh, it's all right. I'm just walking about on my own business. Cheers, thank you.
Can you sit back behind these officers, please, sir?
Can I go near the fence just to record what's being said, you know?
You can do that from here if you don't mind, please.
I can just stand at the
No,
fence.
can you just stand here, please?
Yeah,
All
you
right.
don't have to push us.
I'm not pushing you, I'm asking you to stand there.
I'm just a member of the public getting on with
I
what
know
I'm
what you're doing.
doing.
I know what you're up to, sir.
My son's not.
Could you just move back a bit, please?
David, go to the camp.
Can I ask you what you're trying to block all this in for?
Move back, please.
No.
Move back, please.
Oh, it's all right, I'll come round. It's all right, I'll come round. I'm just having a walk round.
And it can stop yesterday or 3 months ago. Enough is enough.
Right, I haven't been watching the chat there, guys. I've just been, you know, having a chin wag, as you do.
Hello, Scarborough. Apart from the left. Well, first of all, we're sad in my heart.
Can you hear you guys?
We lost a true patriot over a year ago. That was Lee Parkinson. What a fantastic man. He travelled up and down the country for years and years and years, and he was a true patriot, and he was a good friend of mine. And like many people here, good friend of them. So please, can we have 1 minute silence from now, please? Thank you very much.
Yes, well done, well done.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Right, we'll start now, shall we? We'll go from the top. Our traitorous government, as usual. The government, the councillors, every one of them, are all in for money. They've sold themselves down the river because the simple fact is they're getting private contractors in, like Circle and everybody else, to run, to also pay for houses, pay for accommodation. And where's the money going? I'll tell you where the money's going. The taxpayers pay for it. And it's quite a lot. Our economy is going right down the slide. How many people can we be allowed in this country? In the last 4 weeks, 38,000 Albanian people to come in this country. Where are you going to put them? I'll tell you where you're going to put them. You're going to put them in council housing. And where's our homeless going to go? Where's our homeless veterans going to go? Where's our children going to go? On the streets. It's come to conclusion now where this country is on a really, really downslide. And to me, at the end of the day, if we don't fight for what we believe, this country's going to get worse. Also, they're trying to take over our heritage. They're trying to take over our Scotland. They're trying to take over the heritage stuff to accommodate them. Let's be honest, we can't accommodate ourselves. The cost of living's going up, the electric's going up, the gas has gone up, everything's gone up. So what are we going to do? Just say no? No, we don't say no. We say enough is enough. Because we're fed up of all this, what's going on. I was out one day last week and this German said to me, your country's well off. I went, are you joking? He said, well, you've got the most illegal immigrants in the world in this country. I went, okay then, why do they provide a service for us? I said, I'll tell you what they provide. They provide rapists, pedophiles, murderers, drug dealers, and blooming gangs, what we already know. What's the police doing about that? Nothing. Because they've got a blind eye to all this, haven't they? They're more concerned about their wage than doing the British people a service. So in my eyes, what I can say now is, forget everything. Charity begins at home. And it's our home. We come first more than anything else on this planet. And also, what about the people who's living on the street? Who's care for them people? Nobody. We don't care. They're getting put in the 5-star hotels. Free everything. I stayed in a hotel here 2 years ago on Seafront. And it's been occupied for 3 years now with legal immigrants. We've had to redecorate it twice because of what they're doing. All I'm trying to say is, people, if people don't wake up, our country's gone. So for God's sake, let's fucking wake up! Yeah! Thank you.
Well, that David. Right, sun's back out. There, Yorkshire Rose, how we doing? Bulldog. Nays, where is Amanda? I know you're always busy.
Since the beginning of the
You
year,
needed your brolly though.
there has been, up and down this country, campaign after campaign. Many of them have been started because of issues relating to the unwanted housing of illegal immigrants in local areas.
I just want to say thank you for mentioning this song.
But in campaign after campaign, whilst it's become so clear that there is immense public opposition, whilst it's become clear that there is so much opposition to these problems, we have to actually look and see what this opposition has resulted in. Because in town after town, whilst at the bottom up, at a local level, people resist and they fight back, the majority of that resistance so far has not been able to be translated into a wider political victory. And so the question that I've been asking is why? And after thinking, I now have an answer. And it's because all this time, our people have still been labouring under the delusion that our objective is to redeem the likes of the politicians, is to redeem the likes of the councils, the likes of the MPs, when in actuality, these people were all along the enemy. They were not there to be redeemed, they were there to be deposed. And so all of this effort expended trying to redeem the irredeemable was effort wasted. Our people are now beginning to understand, as this struggle on a local level is beginning to translate into a wider national resistance, that our salvation to these problems, whether it's hotels full of illegal immigrants, whether it's government corruption and lies, whether it's the destruction of our people's livelihoods through rampant inflation and an endlessly increasing cost of living crisis, all of these problems originate with the same architects, and that is the parasites that live in the House of Common Criminals in Westminster.
Can't argue with that.
The reason why I stand here and I say that the solution to our problems is a national solution is because fundamentally the politics of nationalism is not an ideal. It's rooted in this belief that the people of this nation, not the world, are the most important thing to us. That is where our loyalty begins and that is where our loyalty ends. Yes. On the left, you have the Marxists, the communists, the trade unionists, who endlessly profess to be loyal to people, but their true loyalty flips with the toss of a coin, because their loyalty is to the only thing in the world which is truly an international currency, which is cold, hard money. And then on the right, you have international finance and the likes of the capitalists, the Conservative Party, whose loyalty is to multinational corporations and to the banks, who, just like those on the left, only desire to fill their own pockets at the expense of our people. And what an expense it is. It's a price paid in blood and rape and pillage. And it's a price paid by our people, sacrificed on the altar of the demented ideologies of Marxism, liberalism, capitalism. These demented ideologies that have brought our people nothing but ruin. There's that old saying that you should love the sinner and hate the sin. But the truth is that it takes a sinner to sin. And without these sinners in Westminster, there would be no sin. Without these endless ranks of con men, there would be no con. And when they see the likes of us, when the unions and their parasites see the likes of us, their real fear is not an ideology. Their real fear is the fact that we can see that we are being conned. And if we can see it, we can tell others that they are being conned. And for the first time, they are beginning to feel a fear that they haven't felt in 100 years. The fear of a con man whose con is being exposed to the world. In order for us to be able to take what we have and translate it into a wider success, we must understand that the solutions to our problems are political solutions. It's never going to be enough to endlessly walk the country protesting in town after town, city after city. We have to turn this opposition into a political opposition. We have to understand that those people, the parties, the councils, the MPs, these old men of the system, we must acknowledge that they are part of the problem, not part of the solution. And that all they can do is turn our woes and multiply them by 100-fold. Our people have everything that they need within their own blood and toil to bring about the salvation of our country. We have everything we need. We don't need to turn to any foreign power. We don't need to turn to internationalist ideologies. We don't need to turn to people who say, put your money in me and I will bring you a solution. We have the solution in our own hands, and it's not a solution that is rooted in money. It is a political solution. It is a nationalist and national solution. There are some people who have said to me over the last weeks and months that what actually we should be doing is taking this effort and taking ourselves out of the world and into parallel societies. They say that what we should be doing is stop fighting, accept inevitable Armageddon, and go and live on for ourselves. And when these people talk about this, it's common for them to invoke the memories of heroes of ages past in this nation. But what I can say to those people is this: if the heroes past were stood here and they were confronted with people who told them that the solution to their enemies was to run away and hide, they would curse them, they would spit on them, and they would see them for the cowards that they are. Cowardice will not be the salvation of this country. The salvation of this country will be in strength and determination. It will not be in all those people that cower and hide like rats. And it will not be in all those people that seek to rape and pillage our country like the rats of the left and the rats of the capitalist right do on a daily basis. It will not be with the ranks of the grifters and the idlers who run the trade unions, whose solution to every woe is to punish everybody else, whose solution is to just take from people who have and stuff it into their own pockets, where they, in their idle labours, can benefit. Our solution is a solution which is rooted in our people. We must take this effort and we must translate it into actual political change. Nationalist politics is the only politics in this country in which the people of this country, not the state, not an ideal, the only politics in which the people of this country are the paramount thing. And that is the politics in which we have our future. This country is not finished. Britannia is not finished. In years to come, when all of these rats have been driven back into the holes that they crawled from, when all the lice have stopped crawling out the woodwork to denigrate and deceive and lie again and again and again, when all the Westminster criminals are finally no more and crushed, then there will be only one thing to say in this country, which is this: Britannia lives!
John! John! Get out! Go! Go!
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got another speaker. Ignore the socialist workers who don't work. Ignore them.
What we need, guys, is everybody to see what's going on and what's going on in our country. You know that bloke shouting his mouth off there, standing there with his kids. What a fucking idiot. He hasn't got a clue what he's supporting coming into our country.
Britain is a multicultural island, like many other countries in the world. We are not racist. Born and raised in England, I myself have suffered homelessness and sexual abuse. I've met ex-soldiers on the street struggling to maintain accommodation, while government accommodate illegals. My granddad fought for this country, and now it seems he's fought for nothing. I say alone first. A refugee is a person fleeing war or violence.
Hi, Shaz.
You listening? People? Oi! Listening? How many boats have you seen coming in with families on?
Hardly any.
Let me tell you the figure. 68,394 male refugees are currently residing in the UK. That is 77% and rising, very fast daily, compared to 20,405 women, which is 23%, and 15,670 children, which is 18%. The percentage of men is staggering. This doesn't feel like countries fleeing war. This feels like an invasion of our country, an invasion of our NHS system, and an invasion of our benefit system. Children are abducted by refugees, or refugees have tried and failed, seen by my own eyes. Our women raped by refugees after a few weeks of entering this country. Innocent members of the public beaten by gangs of Muslims for no reason whatsoever other than race and religion. These are nothing but racist, unprovoked attacks. And I myself will not tolerate or keep my mouth shut about these situations, no matter how much they want me to. I will not be silenced. Refugees are coming into this country with a goal to harm, kidnap and rape. I say turn the boats back. I say turn the boats back around. A refugee is a person fleeing from violence or war. So why are they coming in over holding knife instead of your babies? We will not let you bring the war to us. We are British and we will fight for our country.
Get it!
I stand here today for our soldiers. I stand here today for our women. I stand here today for our children. And I stand here today for the future of our Britain.
Why don't you ask questions? Don't you say
Well, give Alec to me. Alec. This is why I have no respect for North Yorkshire Police. They couldn't organise a piss and bit of brewery. It's a joke.
What's up?
If you man don't read, it's all right. It's not stupid, right?
Stop.
I don't.
Alex again. Right, I've been asked to read a speech here written by somebody else. So I've been asked to read this. Hello, my name is Simon, and it is nice to see you. We're here today to talk about the invasion of our nation by predominantly men aged between 18 and 40, men of fighting age. Do the people not see this is not illegal immigrants fleeing from war-torn countries? This is an invasion. These people are men. So if they're fleeing war, then who's fighting the war? Is it the women and children fighting the war? The way the people of this country are being mugged off. First anything to do with COVID, now illegal immigrants, and our own people are struggling to pay their bills. Put on the heating, and all of these people come and ask to be given free money, free taxis, healthcare, 3 meals a day. Does anybody here know if any of our family and friends can afford to have 3 meals a day? And these are the words of Simon. He says, when I brought my wife from Sunderland in 2016, thinking the council would help, we waited for 3 hours to be told that because my wife was not from the area, we had to spend the next 9 months sofa surfing, living in tents and then in doorways. We got no help from the council. But fast forward a few years, and these economic migrants are giving everything their hearts desire. We need to look after our own. The council is lying to us. The lunatics from the left are calling us Nazis while supporting. In a video last year, in a left-wing march, a man who was filming for his YouTube asked a various number of people if they would put any of these men in hotels, and not a single one of them would. But these people, the mad men, women, and whatever they identify as state immigrants, are welcome because they are hypocrites. We get slated, but we are right. We are very worried about what is going on. And if that makes us racist, if it makes us bigoted, then so be it. I know I'm not, so I say to the left, we're not far right, we're just right. Those were the words of Simon Scott.
day, no offence to police, have shown the true colours here. I'd much rather deal with West Yorkshire Police than North Yorkshire Police. But North Yorkshire Police haven't got a clue about organising the demo. I've just been informed now that we are not allowed to go down that main street there.
Why?
Exactly. All they've done is antagonise shit.
No, we can go where we want.
Yes, it is.
It's a free country, it's a free street,
We'll go where we want.
that's a shopping centre. If you want to go right, that's your decision. But at the end of the day, it's our streets. So be it. Thank you all for attending today, and anybody that's been listening is passing by. Thank you very much.
Oh, it is. Right, I was just going to say there, it is. We're in a sad state here, like. I don't know how everyone's going to come together on this. It just seems like a lot of people are just sitting about, not doing a great deal. I mean, you know, people out there trying to get the word out to show you what's going on. People can't afford to live. The cost of living crisis. Food, your gas, your electric. The people are slipping on the rents. And when people are slipping on the rents, the council is straight on them to evict them and to house these people that we don't want here. We know what this is about. It's a bigger picture, this. Displacing the white. Going to be hell on our streets before we know it. People are just not prepared for anything that's happening.
You're a prick.
Hey, we're doing it.
Get this side. See what happens. Dickhead.
There's too much division going on, I think.
I'm not on medication. Best for fucking body. Never. Best believe, never. Take 5 of you to deal with me. Best believe.
We're all going to go with the spoons because they won't let us back down there.
Go on, Paul, over here. Oh, listen, what was going to the ball? We need you to go
How do we get down? We don't want to cause you any aggro.
Which one are you trying to get to?
With the spoons.
So we go down here right, and then it'll be the next right, and we'll come up and we'll pop up there. Okay?
We've just walked down past the license. Have we got it?
Feel better with him.
Are you all off now, like?
I don't know what's going. They're not letting us out, are they? They're not letting us out. They're just taking piss. Give up, Nelly.
Waiting for Tony.
You have to say.
What pub have we got in there?
No idea.
I need to take this back to my hotel and then I'll meet you later on.
I think the seaside name probably not.
I've got David's number, I'll give him a call. I need to go, my hotel's just around the corner, I need to take this stuff back. I'm not walking to do this. I'd love to. It's one-man march. Look at the country of big red flag, fucking communist China.
Your street's really!
Right, I'll get on with what I'm doing. Right.
See you later.
Catch you later, bro. Right, I'm not with these. No, I'm just
Been in there. If you could
Aye,
go down that way, it just
I'm
really
just out and
helps.
about recording everything.
We just need, everyone else has gone down that way.
I'm not with everyone else. I'm on my own. I'm just on my own, doing his own thing.
Everyone else has gone that way.
I don't
Just
care.
go
I'm
down.
not with everyone else. I'm on my own. I'm just coming here recording. I'm going this way because I need to go back that way, the way I've come from.
We need you to go down that way. Everyone else has gone down there.
I'm not with
You can
everyone
literally
else.
go
I'm
and
on
do
my
the
own. I'm just doing my own thing, just recording. So can I get through?
We need you to go down that way.
So you restrict me right to travel now?
I'm asking you nicely if you can
I
just
know,
go
but
down
I
that
need
way.
to go this way. I'm not going that
But you
way
can
with
still
them.
go round that other way.
But
We're
I
just
want to
asking
walk
you
through
to
the
go down
town.
that loop, that's all.
You can't go that way, sir. You can go this way, and after everyone's dispersed, you may be able to go up there. Okay? But the officers have been told not to let anyone go down there. Okay, so
Anything at all, just a member of the
if you're
public.
prepared to wait, then you can disperse that way, or you can go that way now. You have a choice. It's up to you. But you're not going that way. All right?
Ready, Olin? There we go. Yep. Just a free man walking about and we're restricted on our travel. Oh my goodness. Here comes the good old British weather. Oh, this is lovely stuff. I tell you what, it's a good job I walked into a shop. I managed to grab myself an umbrella. I think I might need it any second, like. In fact, I'm gonna pop it up. There we go. That'll do for us, that. Feels like it's going to take off with the wind underneath there. Whoa. Right, catch you later, guys. Take care. See you later. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Right, hold on. Where was that? Where are we at there? Yeah. Oh, it's gone too fast. I can't keep up with it. Oh, hell, this is torrential, this, mind. I am so pleased I got this brolly. We even had thunder and lightning not long ago. What's your head, mate? I might poke you on this brolly here. Holy smokes! Now I'm having to keep tight hold of this brolly, I tell you. Turns inside out, I'm knackered, aren't I? May as well have a little walk round sunny Scarborough. It's a shame we couldn't see the sights. The weather's put a dampener on things. Yes, what a sad state of affairs this country's in, isn't it? It's not looking good. Oh, there's the thunder. Ah, it comes to something, doesn't it? concerned about our country, what's going on. I mean, for our children and grandchildren, years to come, what the hell is this place going to be like? Right, let's see if I get stopped off these up there. All I need to do is get back to where I started from. In fact, remember even where I did start from. Nah, there's no ending to it. Like, it's just gonna continue, innit? Oh, watch me get stopped there. You're not allowed to do this here. Whoa! Nearly going to take. I need to go back this way.
Why do you need to go back that way?
Because that's the way I came from.
Right, okay.
I only know my way that way and up that way, so
We're not allowing you to go that way just now.
why am I not allowed that way?
Because we're stopping people just at this moment, alright?
So
can I
what's
ask
the problem?
Can you ask you to go back round and work your way around?
But I'm not these are walking through. Why can't I walk through the same as these?
Because we're just, at the moment, obviously with the protest,
Right, there's no
Right.
protest going on.
well, there was.
Yeah, but
right,
there's
and
no
that's why we're just
protest
asking you
going
to
on.
go- Can I just
It's
ask
like
you
I
politely
say,
to
I'm
go
just a
that
member of
way,
the
sir?
public walking about doing a video. So can I just go on my way?
Well, at this moment, no, not. Because we're not allowing. Okay, we don't want you to clash, that's why.
I'm
So
not
we're
clashing
just-
with anyone. I'm not picking any sides. I'm just a free man walking about doing his business.
Okay, can I politely ask you then just to go that way?
Can I politely decline that? Because I need to go this way. I'm just going to walk past. I'm not going to antagonise anyone.
No, my colleague's not being unreasonable. She's asking whether you can take the next left and then head back to where you came from that way, rather than antagonise the group that are down
I'm not
there.
going to antagonise
I
anybody.
appreciate you
I'm
might
just going
not,
to
might
walk
not, but
past.
they might antagonise you, and
Well,
likely
it's
it's for
not.
both sides.
That's not going to happen.
Well, it may happen because they may do it. And
Well,
what I'm
I'll
saying
just
to you, for
ignore
your
them.
own
I can
safety,
ignore
you should
people.
turn
It's
left.
quite easy for me.
Yeah, well, that's fine. You can stand there and get wet then under your
The
umbrella
umbrella's
if you want to
fine.
be, and you have to wait until everybody's cleared out. It's up to you. Your choice. Not being unreasonable.
I think
we'll
it
try-
is though. I
Well,
think it
what
is
we're asking you
quite
to do is head
unreasonable.
down by Millets and cut
Like I
through
see,
that
I'm
way.
just walking about doing videos, and then I'm just getting stopped for where I want to go.
Well, it is one we're trying to stop people getting
Aye. That's what I mean. I mean, a free man can't even walk about, but everyone else can for some reason.
What they've
Yes,
done,
they do.
I've just put
All we're doing now is facilitating everybody
They're
gets
blocking
to go,
that corner off
peacefully
from them
without
pricks.
any
Aye, in case I antagonise them.
Yeah. Well, they've antagonised it all right. For the reason being, they let the cunt through. I'm just out with lazy copper.
It's one rule for them and another for us, and so we'll just take the long way around. Thank you. Yes, thank you.
The cunts, the fucking full lefty bastard.
All I want to do is you are Alex. All I want to do is
Fucking hell, man. Discount store. I wonder if that's. No, that's not the store I walk through to get my umbrella, I don't think. The thing is, it's not too bad here, like where I'm at. Scarborough's an easy enough place to walk round. It's when you're in places like Manchester and you get lost in Manchester and you don't know where you've parked the car. That's normally the problem, like. But here, I'm fine in Scarborough, man. There we go, rain stopped, happy days. Oh, there's Scarborough Castle in the distance over there. Hey Indy, how's it going? Hey Mel, how's it going? I could probably get up there, like. I'm just having a nice walk about. Yeah, I sort of know me direction. I'm just having a nice little walk about while I'm here. Oh, I've just stood on a pavement and slab and splashed my leg there. Oh, nice. Nice camper van. Chug chug. Tranquility TV, how's it going? Now I tell you what, on the way down here to Scarborough mine, it was absolutely chucked it down all the way here. It's a beautiful area, beautiful Scarborough. But it doesn't look like I'm going to give a look about it today. But anyway guys, I'm going to, there we go, Rolly's out. So anyway guys, that was that. If we can get a chair out, we just need people to be aware of what's going on here, man. We are fucked as a country. It's got nothing to do with anything that they's gone on about, your racists, your Nazis and fascists, man. We're just fucking worried about our country, worried about for our grandchildren, future generations. Absolutely crazy what's going on, but it's all done by design anyway. We know who's involved, we know who's fucking doing all this. All these corrupt bastards in government and parliament. And they only get told what to do as well. Right guys, anyway, I'm going to call that a day. I'm going to love you and leave you all. Hope you've enjoyed our little walk about there. So take care guys. See you on the next one. Stay safe. Thank you everyone for joining in anyway. Thank you mods. Thank you for watching. See you next time.